Going. Hi, I'm Rosalind. Welcome back to my channel. Just welcome to my channel. This is me going live for the first time. I figure it's better than me having to upload it because it takes forever. Anyways, so okay, 4 months later, here I am again. I actually wanted to do like a little mini series on self-publishing. Um, I was planned to self-publish maybe I think about a year ago, but I of course decided to wait because of multiple reasons. The same old thing, right? Self-doubt kind of thing. But let me give you a backstory. Okay, so I've always been into poetry. I've written poetry since, gosh, I can remember, right? When you're young and in high school, we do diaries, journals, right? Writing has always been like a form of expressing myself. I'm not really good with feelings and emotions, right? Verbally, but through writing, I can totally just release and just let everything go, right? Open myself up. So I decided one day I was like, okay, like I have a bunch of poetry. Like, why not just put them all together? Right. Okay. So that's what I did. So I went through a lot of my old work, pulled some things out of there. And then I have newer things that I also decided to put in there as well. So I was like, it was going to be like a compilation of like my growth, right? Like from when I was young, like a teenager to when I had my son to everything else that's happened since then. Because I'm 38, my son is now 19, so it's been decades of poetry and just writings from my life. So I went ahead and the first thing I did was I went through everything. I just kind of picked what I wanted, right? That I was actually, well, it was really hard, some of the things that I did pick, because it's personal, right? It's hard to, like, when you're someone who's kind of private, right? And especially when it comes to your emotions and your feelings, to put it all out there, it's like ugh, it's you're super vulnerable, right? And people, they'll know so much about you. But then again, my blog is kind of like that. Like a lot of my writings, it's, not all of it is about me. I can totally put myself into someone else's shoes and write from their perspective. So not everything is about me, but a good amount is. So I hesitated because there are some really personal things, but like this, let me just do this, right? Because that's poetry. It's raw. It's your feelings. It's the darkest parts of you, and even like the greatest moments of your life. I mean, I've expressed them all through writing. So I picked everything, right? And I kind of laid it out in order of my life. And I was pretty excited about it. But I gave it to a really good friend of mine, like a rough draft version, to kind of read it over and, give me feedback. So she had it for a little while, right? And then when I get it back from her, she does some corrections, like grammar corrections, right? But that's really it. And I was expecting some feedback like, oh, hey, it was really good. Or, hey, you should change this or you should do that. Like, when you give your rough draft to someone, you expect like them to give you feedback and how can you improve? Or is it, or even like, hey, like it's leave this out. The truth, it's not really that good, which is fine. And then I would decide on my own whether I was going to publish it or not. But I just wanted feedback. And the weird thing is, I didn't get any feedback. Like I waited, like, let me wait a couple weeks and see if maybe she's busy and when she has time, we'll really talk about it. But nothing really happened. So I was like, oh my God, like, maybe she just thought it freaking sucked. So I'm like, should I really do this? So finally I asked her, I was like, what did you think? Then she kind of gives me her feedback. And I'm like, but it was kind of pulling teeth kind of thing. So I was like, okay, so maybe you don't want to tell me because you didn't really like it. That's how I took it. So I put it off again. I put it off. I was like, I'm just gonna wait maybe because it's something that's so important and personal to you and if this person that you're so close to like doesn't even say anything, like I guess give you praise. Maybe that's what I was waiting for or something. But I got nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna just put this to the side for now. Okay. I guess kind of like a comp like my confidence went down after that regarding the book. So yeah, I think it's like a year later now, right? Since then, I'm like, you know what? I just F it. I'm just gonna do it. Who cares? Well, if it's good, bad, whatever, it's my work. And I obviously like my work, so why not put it out there? Not everybody's gonna like it because not everybody likes everything everyone does, right? I mean, the world would be boring if that was the case, right? So here is the 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 rough draft, right? So simple, right? My title, whatever, and I kind of just well, kind of out of order, but this is how it started. Okay, I just took everything and I just typed it all up and I printed it out. So this is what it is. Okay, um, the final draft. I completed the final draft. I decided I was going to publish on uh, Amazon KDP, right? Um, I think that maybe was the easiest thing for me to self-publish on that website, and I mean, and the platform is so huge, so I just figure stick with something that everybody knows and I'm comfortable with. I decided to hire somebody from Amazon. When you go on Amazon KDP, right, they have like recommendations of who you can hire to like um, edit, copyright, the book illustration, just the format, right? Like how you have to put the margins and make sure the text is correct and like all these little technical things that I'm not good at. And God, I could just that would be like another 6 months of me learning, right? So I'm like, I'm not waiting another 6 months. So I ended up picking somebody that Amazon recommended. I'm not going to say who they are now because I'm still in the process, right? So once I'm done, I'll let you guys know who they are and whether I would go with them again. But my book's going to be pretty, plain. The cover it's pretty plain, black and white text. So there's not a lot that they have to do besides the formatting of it, right? And the editing. So right now I'm looking at about $300, maybe four. We don't have the final numbers yet. I sent over my my rough draft to them. I still have to um, do like an about author page and kind of like a little snapshot of like what the book is about. And I haven't decided if I wanted to do like a photo as well. So he's waiting on those things from me. And once he gets that, we can finalize the actual pricing for it. But I'm more than halfway there. Like I'm gonna do it and it's gonna happen. I'm still a little bit nervous about it, but hey, I can't say I'm a writer, but I would really like to be like an official author, even if it's self-publishing. There's tons of people who self-publish, and a lot of people who have actually made it pretty big self-publishing. But this is the next step, I feel, to my career. Like I want to continue to write poetry, but I'm also super into self-development, right? So I want to kind of branch over to that field too. I also really like financial psychology. So I'm working on some things with that. I also am going through, well, I'm not gonna say I'm going, well, I am I still going through it? Yeah, I mean, I think I am. I've dived super deep into astrology and the spiritual esoteric world. So, I mean, you on my blog, there's like a variety of things, right, that I'm into. That's probably why it's hard for me to have a career. Like I can't occur in like the modern 9 to 5 kind of thing. Okay, I get super bored at work. Like it's like insane. It's so boring. Thank goodness for podcasts, right? Because I can listen to it while I'm working, and at least I'm entertained and I'm learning something while I'm doing this very mundane job. But yeah, my blog shows just basically the variety of everything that I'm into. That's probably why I've been doing it for so long, because it's something that I can just focus on and dabble into different things. So I'm not so bored. But anyway, so I plan to release other books, write other books, and that they will probably be on different things. So, but that's just how it is when you're creative, right? Like if you're a creative person, it's really hard to just um, be in a box, in a bubble. And I feel like the last 38 years of my life, I've been in like this paradigm, in this box. And I don't know about you guys, things have changed so much, right? I had another friend. We were talking about influencers, thought leaders, social media, and I had a friend say, like people should get a real job, and I'm just like, really? Like that way of thinking, it's so way back then. Like things now are so different. There's so much at our fingertips. Like you can make a living off of just helping people. I mean, there are so many different avenues now to work for ourselves. So it's like if there's nothing wrong with working for somebody else. Like if you like your job, right, and you're good at it, that is like great. Like sometimes I wish I could be that way. Like, you know, good job, go to work. I'm happy doing what I like and I enjoy it and I'm making good money. Then I come home and and I can have dinner and watch Netflix and enjoy the rest of my evening with my dog, right? Like that's so just like it would be easy, and I wish I could, but I've tried. Years later, I'm back in the same spot. Like I go round and round in circles, right? Saying maybe I could, just work and be happy. And then I go round and round, and I come back to the same spot, like the same like blockage. That no, it's not. But the cool thing now is that it's available to everyone. Like we can be a creative and help people and be able to make a living off of it, right? Like if you can add value to the marketplace, then you'll be rewarded. And the thing is, if you're really giving value to people, like they're gonna want to know. They're gonna want to know their information. They're gonna want your help. So it's not like, oh, you're just shooting YouTube videos or posting pictures on Instagram and just see. That's probably why some people why they're not successful, because you can tell when someone's just faking it. A lot of people just fake it, and yeah, no, I think if you're really genuine, right, and you're coming from a place where you want to help people, like, and you're doing your passion, like you can really do something with it. And I'm at a point now where it's like I've had enough life experiences. I'm not saying that younger people don't, but I have my own life experience, things I've gone through that I think would really help other people. I'm on YouTube all the time, watching videos, and people are teaching me things all the time, and it's like amazing. And I'm thankful for the opportunity, that I have now to be able to share, like to share what I'm doing, because maybe you guys want to publish your first book, right? So if I can help you along the way, great. And you can learn through my mistakes. My first mistake is freaking sitting on it for so long, letting someone else kind of have that energetic control over me. I allowed it. I'm sure she didn't mean to, or I don't know, maybe she didn't even think she had to give me feedback. The fact that I held myself back because of that, that's first mistake. So anyways, lost my train of thought. But so this is going to be like a little mini kind of series until I get the book out, and I want to have it in my hand and I can show you guys, like, this is would it be my first baby kind of thing. But yeah, so I am going to right now actually finish up what he's waiting for. Besides the photo part, I haven't decided, do I want a photo on there? Do I really need a photo? See, this me being kind of introverted, right? Like, do I really need a photo? Like, is my words, my work enough? I think it should be enough. I haven't decided, but I'm going to work on, the details of the book right now, so I can send it over to him, and I'll decide, I guess, as I'm sending out the email, if I'm going to add a photo to it. So once that happens, then I'll get the final numbers. So I will be back on here once I get that done, and talk about the pricing, and maybe I should come back on when I actually have the book, so I can say, hey, yeah, the company I went with is good. This is the price, and here is the book. I don't know. I guess we'll see. But anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and I do have to get my dog's in like dog classes right now, so I gotta see. I'm thinking out loud. But anyways, thank you for stopping by and watching, and hopefully you guys stay tuned for my next part 2 of this self-publishing poetry book. Okay, thanks, bye, and take care.